What do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And some room to work. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 22 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Ready, 95-56.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Ready, yellow lady. 44 to Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze steps, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Kill. 44, Mike, 44. Hey, Orbit. They're running, man. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Let's go, D. What?
From the gun, it's Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On the run, it's Fournette. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Set up, 30 base.
47.
Go out.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Ready.
Now Fournette. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Here we go, here we go. 60 or.
Stop your whining. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Fire.
Again, it's Fournette. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Here we go, set. 18 Gator.
54 Mike.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Hit it.
Now Minshew. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
13.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
36, 36.
49, check 49, check 49.
Again, it's Kamara. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Safety's creeping. Fofo's and Mike. Mike's Fofo.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
0-2, 0-2.
44's Mike. Check, check. They supplying now. They supplying now.
Hey, exit.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
You're 21. Hey, easy.
Me.
53.
44. Mike, 44. Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 13 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. It's a short kick, taken at the 15.
Let's go.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more... And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Come on,
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And that is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Ready.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
5-1. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Smith.
Now Breeze. Being chased out. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Yannick Ngakoue able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Breeze. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play.
Saints 7.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll run it again with Fournette, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 4.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. A handoff. Fournette running left. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Running left, it's Fournette. Fournette fighting through. 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now 21-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter with his man or zone. Deep ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Here's a give to Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been a bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Here we go, set, 60 or, set 47. Hey, here we go. Set, go.
Fournette, a first down carry. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this season.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is taken at the 3.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Right there. 54 Mike. I got him. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Check.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Mike 380. Mike 5-4. Danny. You got tight right there. Check.
On second down, it's Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Hey, 380. 54. We ain't giving him nothing.
Now Wilson, forced out to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Out. Check out route. Hot. Kill.
They run for it with Carson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run it with Carson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
The tackle made by Robert.
Yeah, baby.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Mike 54. Exit. Under 10, 10, 25, check 25.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Tough sequence there for the offensive line.
Well, it gives us a chance to shine a little spotlight on the defensive linemen, on the defensive tackles. They don't normally get a bunch of praise, but it all starts there, doesn't it? If you're going to have a good run defense, they have to hold the point of attack and make plays as they just did there.
Right there, 54 Mike. I got you, pump. One left.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is caught by C.J. Procise. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Elliott running right.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
That's it. That's it. Big hit. Here we go. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm trying to collect. Hey, check 24. Watch. Go. Get out there.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Pick me up. Here we go. Double time.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
57.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Right there, 54 Mike. All day, every day, any day. Jam. Go, get out there. Comes out there. Mike 5-4. Under. I'm here all day. Hey, one set. Check, 26.
Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And this This is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, Elliott. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
There you go. We're going to 52. Gun.
Check 43. Mike spot 4.
We're going to 52.
Check tight. Check 52.
To throw is Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Wilson flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here we go. Go ahead in.
Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Check what he did.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Mike, 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 19.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He hits his running back, Crosice. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And the Seahawks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch his gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Mike 50. Mike 50. Good time.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. He's got daylight. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Robert Quinn, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Everyone, score it in.
Mike 57. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
10th carry now for Elliott. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I pray on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on. Come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Hey. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, What now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest. No recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking. They don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They should take it to 10.
Hey.
Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad in pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I'ma pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
There we go. 480.
Check line 54. Line 54. Got this game situation. Let's go. Check 3. Check 3.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On second down, it's Elliott, and he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 of the 4. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go.
Let's go.
180.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Field.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
Hey, gun.
SOS, SOS.
Set hunt.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
11.
No. Off. Watch that.
2.
Check. Kill.
21.
Kill.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. 180.
Mike. Get ready.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Elliott. Oh, he's got Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And all the way down to the 35. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 35-yard line.
1st down, Cowboys.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Watch the twist.
Check 37. Kill.
This is Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Check. Watch 54. It's just me and you.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down at the 28.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Mike 54. You ain't got nothing. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here we go, 46.
Right there.
26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On second down, it's Coleman. And some room to run now. We're scoreless after 1. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
I got you.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Mike. Hey, gun. Come on, QB, come on. Alert 3.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
I got you. Watch the whip.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Hey, gun. Check. I got you. Check. 53's Mike. In the face. Sling. Hey, gun. Hold.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
A 20-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Third and short yardage. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return, it's James. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Here we go, here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
You need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Give him 6 yards and a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect the pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Breda. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Switch.
Here's Breda. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
12.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Check. I got you.
36.
Hey, gun.
Right there. 54 Mike. Yo.
Breida, he'll try the right side. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
26-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
I'm going to run you over.
12.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike, 54. Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Check.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo looking for the end zone, and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, as the first half is winding down, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Mike, 54. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Richard Sherman.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Jason Whitman. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll return it from the 6. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go. Go. Deuce, 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 deuce. Hey, gun.
Right there. 54.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 62 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
54. Here we go.
They go to Elliott again.
Check. Lucky.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Richard Sherman on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard.
Right
And
there.
it's 3rd down.
Day, baby.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
So we got man.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
Mike 54. Come on. Check that.
On 1st down, Elliott. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Hey, here we go. Wide angle.
Mike 5-4.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, 47. 26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Big ass.
Here we go. 47.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
26.
Here's Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Eric Armstead drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Forbath will put this one through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They will run again with Coleman. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
54 Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Breida. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. Now they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
At the 6-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
27.
What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Heavy. Shoot.
Prescott down. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Go, get out there, get out there.
51, Mike. Mike, 51. I'm coming for you, son.
Hey, kill. 26.
Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us Because they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 38-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run again with Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Play action, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Mike, tighten up, pull together. Hey, check 24.
On first down, Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
I got you. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Silver. Check. 50. Check.
On play action, now Garoppolo. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that's caught inside the 30. 33 yards that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Third and 4.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80!
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Hey, gun.
Motion. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
21. Here we go.
And we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Rabbit.
12.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Let's go.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll push the lead up to 17. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dame pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though.